Hey everybody! You're probably thinking, Chance, what the hell's up with the beasts of the Mesozoic Triceratops? You've already done this. Well, you see, back when I did the first review of this animal, I wasn't really happy with how the review turned out. Mostly because of the forced comedy. I didn't care for it, frankly. You know, comedy gotta kind of come naturally, in these sorts of videos. That and some people might have thought it was some of the racial stuff I brought up, but frankly, that shit don't bother me. We're all the same species. I've already brought that up too, we're all the same species, so who gives a shit, Racism's dumb. It don't make any sense. But anyway, back onto the actual animal here. I'd like to first start off with saying just how beautiful this figurine is. It's just gorgeous. In terms of accessories, it comes with this little card here, which is masterfully done. It doesn't really match up entirely with the photo shown here, but it is just beautiful. I love the dead T-Rex at the bottom there. I love how they did that, because despite what a lot of people think, a fight between a T-Rex and a Triceratops would have been very close. It wouldn't have just been one side dominating the other. It was a close one, It's the natural balance of predator and prey, one really ain't superior to the other. It's kind of just, it's all about circumstance, really. Who makes the first, or who slips up first, who makes the wrong move, and then the other takes advantage. So we got the card here. It says Triceratops horridus, which is the scientific name. And you got it's up to 9 meters, 29.5 feet long. Damn, that's pretty big. Hell Creek Formation, Montana, USA. You got the time period was the late Cretaceous, around 68 million years ago. Although that was probably, I'm assuming, was the Triceratops in its prime. They did live until 66 million years ago when the asteroid or comet or whatever it was they're thinking it was nowadays struck the Earth and kind of screwed up everything for the megafaunal dinosaurs. It says named by Marsh Charles of 1890 or 89, which was damn, that was a while back. But everybody knows that, that's damn. It says one of the best dinosaur or best known best. It says one of the best known dinosaurs of all time. Triceratops was among the largest ceratopsians, often viewed as wait. Oh, okay. Sorry. There's a space there. One of the best known dinosaurs of all time. Triceratops was among the largest ceratopsians. So it says, oh, okay, there's a space. All right, never mind. Often viewed as defensive weapons, its frill and horns are now more associated with species identification, courtship, and display. Now, that always confuses me when scientists say that. Oh, it's more used for this or it's more used for that. I'd imagine a giant frill growing out of the top of your head, along with giant horns growing from, the top of, from above your eyes, would have more than one specific function. Clearly these were structures to defend themselves along with gathering mates. It's all just kind of, it's kind of just a mixture. Most animals, when they have a structure, that's large on their body, it's usually a multi-tool, it's used for a lot of different things. Animals got to get creative when they ain't got hands. Although a Triceratops with hands does sound pretty badass. I might have to write that down. But in terms of accessories, it comes with that little card, and then it comes with these horns. And you're probably thinking, well, Chance, why does it have these extra horns? Well, because you could pop them off. Actually, you don't even have to pop them off. They just kind of sit on there. And, but that's interesting in and of itself, because if you wanted to save some money and if you got creative, you could do some paper mache with some paint. You could cover up them little stumps and attach a horn here and pretty much make it some sort of Centrosaurus or something. That actually does look pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know. I'd do it, but frankly, I don't want to mess up this glorious figure, Although it is amazing. It really is it's a phenomenal figure. But yeah, you could just grab one of these horns and you could switch them out. These are the straighter horns, I believe. So that's cool, you know, if you want some variety in them, it's always nice. And color-wise, as a whole, there's appears to be, if you go up close here, you got a nice cream color mixed in with some kind of almost like goldeny browns, with some darker browns, with some blacks, and a very nice, almost like kind of sky blue, with some parchment type color in here, maybe yellowish parchment, with a nice brown, like a nice kind of like a bark brown. And let me tell you, the coloration on the face is phenomenal. I mean, I just realized the horns were off. Hold on a second. Let me pop. I looked at his face. I said, something ain't right here. Hold on. That's goofy. Actually, on a different note, I wonder if you could do one in the... well, of course you can, but like, I wonder what that looks like. Let me pop that on. Pop that off. Because, you know, with how many variations in horns there are, you know, with actual living animals, this wouldn't even surprise me if, like, they had a setup that was like this, where one horn was different than the other. I mean, that looks natural to me, you know, that's pretty much, I could see that, or yeah, that's pretty much what a lot of horns on animals look like. One kind of curves to the other way, and, like, even tusks, you know, like, if you look at an elephant's tusks, like a herd of elephants, and you look at all the different tusks shapes, and the ways that they go in, it's insane. Like, I've seen tusks that completely curve backwards like a Dinotherium on an elephant, and that's pretty wild, you know? It makes you think, like, wow, imagine all the different tusk designs and ways that ancient elephants had. And even, like, creatures with horns, like back in the day, like Triceratops. I mean, imagine how wild that would be to see, like, a Triceratops with horns curving all the way backwards like that, like a Babyrusa. It was just born like that, you know, and it happened to grow that way. That'd be amazing. That's one of the things I love about animals, you know. They always got their kind of set look, but then, like, different individuals exist for whatever reason or another. Their specific features are different, you know, and I always love that, you know. It's one of the reasons why I love animals so much. You know. And so we get a close up at the face here, and just wow. You gotta love that eye. You know, I appreciate a good eyeball, you know, that's painted. And I like the kind of the flap. You see here, like the little crease in between the lip and the fenestra, I believe you call it, with the nostril kind of poking out. That is some phenomenal detail. And look how well that lines up. I mean, that is just beautiful. Another thing I really like is it's just like this white crease on the beak. Now, if it was me painting it, I'd kind of go a little bit further and just add like more white lines along the sides of the beak to kind of show wear over the years. And I realized that the horns are missing again. But, yeah, that's okay. I mean, hey, pop that on there. There we go. But, oh yeah, like I was saying, I mean, I love the colors on this animal. I mean, the white streaks across its face, like, it gives it a very good kind of tribal look. I think there's a guy on YouTube called Spino Dude who does a lot of these same kind of reviews, and he puts it the best way. He says it reminds him of the Horizon Zero Dawn characters, like a lot of their face paint. And frankly, I haven't played that game, but from what I have seen, it does remind me of like a lot of like classic tribal paint, you know, across the face. You know, that, and man, look at that. That is just beautiful. I absolutely, in terms of just paint job, this figurine gotta be a 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, this is just phenomenal. Like, this to me looks like a real animal that would exist. Absolutely. I could see this thing walking around back in the day and just living its life. Like, everything from like the big body proportions, like to the, you know, to the tail, which I remember in the first video I had a hard time getting the tail on, but I got it on now. The only thing I might suggest is that maybe the stomach would be a little bigger. Like, I don't know. Like, it is actually, from looking at the sides, it is a really good size. But I'm just saying, with like a lot of herbivores that I've seen, like a lot of like the stomach can bulge out a little wider. Although I guess it does vary, because I know bisons are kind of built like this. You know, I know like a lot of cattle are built kind of like this, kind of like wide rib cage and kind of sleek at the bottom. But like a lot of herbivores also have lower kind of overhanging stomachs. But I guess I'm thinking of a gorilla. I know gorillas got large stomachs, and various other herbivores, but I guess it varies. So really, if that's the case, then I really ain't got nothing to say. I mean, could it use some body hair? Sure, maybe some protofeather filaments, but that ain't really a requirement. It's like I said, to me, this looks like a real animal from the distance. It's like even up close. It's just so fantastically made. Um, I can't remember the person who sculpts these. Is it David Silva? I think it might be. Compliments though to the person who does the designs on these because it is just phenomenal, really phenomenal. Now, I often bitch and complain, and you know me, I could bitch. I'm just, you know, I'm definitely I'm a master bitcher when it comes to prices, but these I understand why they're expensive because the amount of love and detail put into these figurines is incredible. From one crafter to another, I could definitely tell that these figurines are made with a passion. And I respect that so much. I mean, in terms of like the articulation blending in with the body alone is just phenomenal. And in terms of the articulation, you have the arm can do this, it can do a nice swivel. It appears that the legs can go upward, but I have yet to. Oh wait, there we go. Hey, you gotta force it. Gotta really force it. There we go. See, you could break its leg. Just apparently, since I don't know if they could even do this pose in real life. I mean, I don't see why not. Actually, yeah. From this angle, it looks a lot more organic, but from this angle, God, it looks like somebody fucking snapped his leg. Jesus, it looks horrible. And look, it could stand. That's another thing I love is how sturdy these are, man. It's fantastic. I don't mean to ass kiss, but like really, as somebody who makes figurines, I understand the good qualities of a solidly built creature that can hold its ground and not, just fall over when you try to pose it. Like it's fantastic. I mean, many of my creatures just fall over. But I get it. It's because I mean he uses plastic and I use like caulk and a lot of other things like Frankenstein parts. But back onto the articulation, its leg can go inward like that, and then it could go outward. So you could get it going like that, and then its foot can move in all these different sorts of directions. It can go in, or it can go out, and it can go in like that, so you can get it in like a cool, like charging pose, like it's about to fuck some shit up. It's just, maybe it sees a Tyrannosaurus on its in its territory, and it's about to go push his shit in with its horns. I don't know. You gotta just appreciate the kind of stuff. I gotta do a picture story with this thing. I mean, that is something I have to do. Its neck got a good degree of flexibility, especially from side to side. It's fantastic. It can look upwards beautifully. I'd love to do a picture of this one crossing a river or something like that. Or maybe I could have it fight the Hammond Collection Tyrannosaurus. Now that'd be fucking wild. Just so many different possibilities. Fuck, even have King Kong fight it. Although, the size, yeah, I don't know about all that. The size difference here is kind of nuts. And I mean, King Kong is disproportionately powerful for his size, but yeah, that might be a little too much even for him. Like that's fucking huge. Like that's yeah, I don't know. I try to get my creatures within at least a decent size weight, or at least within similar clogistics in terms of strength and size. But good God. Although I guess it's funny that I said that because I had King Kong here fight the Hammond Collection T-Rex, and But hey, those are theropods. King Kong handles them pretty well. I don't know how well he'd have to mostly dodge this creature. I mean, and just try to, I guess, I don't know, just attack it from all sides. I don't even know. Like that'd be crazy. I mean, I think honestly the beak on the Triceratops alone would probably sever several muscles in his arms and various other things if it bit down on him. And I don't really need to explain what the horns would do. I mean, But yeah, honestly, enough of King Kong there. Sit him back down. Just overall, yeah, I mean, let me see here. I keep getting distracted. Sorry, folks. The legs move like that. It's pretty much same thing, like the legs, feet move backward and forward. Legs move about that far. I wish you could get up. Hold on a second. Get them all balanced up over here. Oh yeah, torso could twist like that. So if you really work it, you can get them into sort of like a classic dog taking a piss kind of stance. You know what I'm saying? Too bad his neck can't reach a little bit further. It'd be cool to see him like scratch his head with his foot or something. Although I don't think a Triceratops couldn't even do that in real life, most likely. I mean, it'd probably scratch its head up against the ground or like a rock or something of that nature, But it is cool to have it be able to do that. Its torso can move like a full 360, I'm assuming. Oh, good God. Look at that. It's like I'm a little fucked up at the moment, but I'll be okay. Like he's like, Oh shit. I crack myself up more than anybody else. I don't know if anybody else is laughing at that. But oh shit, I'm cracking up over it, man. Oh, that's fucking funny. But yeah, twist his body back into the right position. Can he stand on his hind legs is what I'm wondering. Could I get him in that position? If so, that would be amazing. Let me see here. Yeah, trying to get his See, like, I put my animals through the ringer, especially during the photography shots. Oh, I decapitated him. My bad. Oh, yeah, there you go. Another thing. Has a very nice ball joint on the inside, which allows for a lot of movement. And as I'm about to demonstrate, you just pop it right back on there. Hold on. Get the other horn off there. Man, real muscle strainer, I tell you that much. Either that or I'm just weak. Either way, I don't know. I mean, for the sake of myself, I just try to think, hey, it's just tough plastic. There we go. Nice back on there, back on your neck where it belongs. Man, also, yeah, it's all around. It's semi-stiff, but if I have to be real with you, I prefer it that way. Because at least, you have a better guarantee that it won't,